Hello everyone, it's Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I'm busy knitting on my little needles today. I was knitting some little baby things the other day and there was only about 20 something stitches on the needle, and they were like, just a little bit like that on the needle, and a great long needle, and it was going across, and it was getting on my wick actually. So I thought, I've got some little needles. I did buy them for doing tutorials, because when I used the bigger needles when I was doing anything at tutorials, they used to keep, they were so long, they were clattering on the, like this, on the bench and making a lot of noise. So I bought these little ones for when I do tutorials where I've just got a few stitches on the needle. But I could never knit with little ones like this until I knitted with the circular needles. And they are just short needles but on a cable, and I had to more or less learn how to hold them, how to hold those short needles for the circulars, because I always have the larger ones where I'm knitting, where it goes across my elbow like that. But that's okay with when you've got a lot of stitches on, but it gets a bit annoying when you've only got a few stitches on. So with using the circulars, I more or less taught myself how to hold smaller needles, how to use them. And I quite enjoy using them. And I changed to these ones when I was doing the little baby cardigan. I'll show you in a minute what I done. And I got used to holding how to hold the needles, and I found sometimes I was knitting quite quicker with them actually. This is the second side of the grey cardigan that I'm doing, and I was knitting this morning. I just started casting it on this morning, and I could feel, I knew one of my hairs had got into it, but my hair's the same, so most of my hair's the same colour as this. If you look at this is wool, and I could feel that hair when I was knitting, but I couldn't see it, and I was trying to find it and pull it out, and I think it's been well knitted in now. So there's one of my hairs knitted in this cardigan. Somebody's going to get my DNA in this cardigan. That'll be you, Carol. Well, that's what happens, because my hair, especially if I've just washed it, which I have this morning, and when it's just been washed, doesn't matter how many times I comb my hair, there's a load of hair on the brush, and it just falls out like something not right. And that's probably what's been happening when I've been knitting this. Anyway, I'm onto the second side. I have got the back, and I've done the left side. I'm onto the right side now, and the little cardigan I was telling you about. This is the first size little cardigan. It's just another little basket stitch. It's for one of my friends. She said just to do whatever I wanted, but she doesn't know whether it's for a girl or a boy because the baby's not born yet. So I just put the buttons on the girl's side, and those little buttons that Bonnie sent me in the Happy Mail, just the right size. So that's just a little 16-inch cardigan, and she said she didn't know whether I could do a uni type hat. I think she means unisex. So I just done a little pom-pom hat with the same pattern. These seem to be the kind of hats, it's like a little beanie. When it gets a bit bigger, you just drop the band down, and there you've got a hat a little bit bigger, a little bit longer. So that's where I made it, so she could turn the band up, because it'll be a little bit big the other way for the baby. So these are both my own patterns. I'll probably be doing a PDF for this one. I've just started doing little sizes in this one. So when I get enough of the sizes done and get all the sizes knitted, and I'll put it into a PDF. And it's the same with the hat. That's my own pattern as well. I've just done the same pattern as the cardigan, and I think I cast around about 78 stitches to do the hat. and a little pom-pom, because these are the kind of hats where they don't have the kind of hats that we had, little girls had. You know, little bonnets that come around like that and fastened round the chin, and boys had those ones that came across like that, or a little peak down, and the ear parts, and they fastened under your chin. They don't seem to do those type of hats now, or the younger ones don't seem to want those kind, so that's what my friend's getting anyway. But it's I've got to take it to my friend to the bingo tonight, because it's one of my friends that lives up where she lives, and she has a shop up there, and my friend goes into her shop. It's a sandwich shop, and she'll be giving this to her and getting the money off her for me. So my friend is the go-between for this one. But she said, when we find out what the baby is, there'll be a lot more orders for you, and I don't need orders. I've got plenty. I get plenty orders myself. So what she sees, I can get plenty orders for you. I don't need people to get orders for me. I can get them myself. And if all of my subscribers wanted me to knit something, I have well over 5,000 subscribers. They'd run me into the ground. But anyway, you do things for friends. I have another one to do for her, but she's going to have to wait a little bit longer, because I have this to finish and another order to do after that. And then I want to do some of my coasters, you know, the red, green and the white things, to get some more of those done. But anyway, I wasn't at my granddaughter's yesterday because she was working late and that, and said, could I come on Thursday instead? Because she wouldn't see me if I came on Wednesday. My partner Craig is there, and I'd see the kids, but I wouldn't see her. So I said, well, she says, I know you go to bingo. And I said, well, I can come, I can leave a little bit earlier, you know, more or less straight after tea, I says, and then get myself ready. And that's so I says, okay, I'll come on Thursday. And then my friend messaged me this morning, Sheila, come earlier tonight. We can go for a meal before we go to the bingo, because we haven't had a meal together for a while. And I text back, can't come tonight, can't come earlier tonight. And then the message comes back from her in capital letters, why? And I like the way she answers these things. So I text back in capitals, because I am at my granddaughter's. Comes back in capitals, but you were there on Wednesday, you go Wednesdays. And I text back in capitals, but I wasn't there yesterday, I'm going today. And then I telephoned her, because I was sick of messaging backwards and forwards, and I told her, I says, I didn't see my granddaughter yesterday because she was working late, so I'm going there today. She says, well, what about bingo? I says, don't worry, I'm going to leave in time for the bingo. Yeah, I don't know. Just think I don't allow me any life to myself. But anyway, that's a bingo tonight, so I won't get much knitting done because I'm going to my granddaughter's. I'm doing as much as I can of this before I go down my granddaughter's, but I think I'll take this down with me, because the kids are at school until, well, either Cheryl or Craig, whichever one picks them up, probably around about 3:30. So I'll have probably about an hour and a half. I'll be able to do a little bit of this while I'm down there, because I'm not going to get any knitting done tonight either. Not until I come home from the bingo, and I only hope. When I came home last week, there was a diversion on, which I thought all the diversions were finished on the A1. I thought everything had been done, because everything was sort of back to normal for a couple of weeks. But last week there was a diversion, and I came to the roundabout, got onto my slip road and got so far down, and I think I was one slip road away from home, and there was a diversion. No, it wasn't, it was 2 slip roads. That's the 2 slip roads away from home. There's about 5 slip roads from my friends to my home. So I think it was about 2 slip roads away. And there was this diversion, and so I followed it, went round the roundabout, and there was one diversion pointing one way. And I think, I'm sure that's going south, while I'm going north on the A1. It didn't say north or south, it's just a diversion. So I went round the island, and I thought, well, there must be another one for my way. So I went further around the island, or the roundabout. Some people call them islands, some call them roundabouts. I call them wherever I remember they are. Goes around the roundabout, and I couldn't see another sign anywhere. And I thought, well, it must be that one. I don't know where it's leading me to, but anyway, I took that where that diversion sign pointed to, got up to the top of the roundabout, and there was no more diversion signs. I was thinking, well, what on earth is this? So I went around, there was a little roundabout, and I went round it, and there was no more diversions there and that. And so I thought, well, it's no good going back down again. I can't get back onto the A1. So I just followed the road. I went along the road, and I kept looking for signs that were anywhere near. I knew it was a waste of time putting my sat-nav on, because it would just take me back to the A1, because that's the way it takes me to get home. So I'm looking for any signs that might say Whitley Bay, Tynemouth, Killingworth. They are all the signs I would look for to get home, and eventually found them, and I ended up in Killingworth, and that took me to going home. But it took me a bit longer to get home than normal. So these diversions, I don't know where the signs had went to and why they had just that one sign on, and I don't know, but I hope it's not on tonight. I wish I could find another way to get there, but that's the only way to get there, unless I go all the way through Newcastle, and there's no way I'm driving through Newcastle, all that one-way system and that there. I learned to drive in Newcastle years and years ago when I was 21, and it was a lot different then. You could go up and down any street or anything, but everything's all one-way system there now, and I would just get lost. So there's no way I'd drive through Newcastle. But anyway, I'm doing what I can of this. Hopefully I have got so many. These are the ends that I leave on to sew up. I usually tie them up, you know, look. And I keep getting them tangled up because I forgot to tie that one up. I think I did. Yes, I did tie that one up there. That one's tied up so it doesn't keep getting in the way. But I like a long end like that, and it takes me all the way up the seam instead of having to join bits on afterwards. So that's a big thing I've got for the neck there. So that's the back, and that, I think that's the left front. No, that's on that side, that's the left front, man. That's the armhole I'm putting for the front. Then I've done the neck shaping there, and it'll not take long. I'm going to use a little needles to do that. Probably the rest of it, because the sleeves will not have as many stitches on as well. I do seem to be knitting a little bit faster with those smaller needles. I don't know what it is like, but I did get just a little bit of that one done. I haven't had much time to do my own. This is what's happening again. I just don't have time to knit my own things. But when I come in from the bingo tonight, it's about, probably if I get home, maybe it's about 10:30, I'll probably knit for about an hour. So I'm going to do a bit of this one tonight. I'm doing this one here. And anyway, that's my little bit for today. So thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all another time. So bye for now.